They had three gyms from everything started with. It was the Foss Gym, Chakariki Gym, and Majiro Gym. And that there started already by now, I think it must be 40, 45 years, right? The coaches are still, most of them are still around. I know some of them also. And they went to Thailand and to Japan the first, right? And some of the earliest fighters, they got their ass kicked and they came back, and the Dutch people are very tough. They're like, okay, right? We got our ass kicked there. So they improved their technique, and they started training with those guys, and they brought this whole culture and mixed it up with the more American kickboxing, let's say, right? They brought it together. They built the whole K1 scene.
Right.
They built it really. And it's just this nation is really part of the culture. In the Netherlands, you have kickboxing in school. It's normal, like that you have that in sports, and they're very tough people. It's a small, and it's actually really interesting because in every little village there's a kickboxing gym. It's a little bit like in Thailand, I think. That you have it everywhere. It's just part of the culture, and they're good. They have a very good style also, which is, so let me say that style of kickboxing now is not so applicable for MMA, because the striking of MMA is super different now.
Right.
In kickboxing. That's why I moved. The last 10 years, I moved more towards striking for MMA. It's a little bit more strategical. It's a little bit more interesting, I would say, also. But still, in kickboxing, the Dutch guys are still some of the top. They're tough. I came there to spar. I was 16 or something, 17. I went there, and they beat the shit out of me for whatever, 10, 12 rounds. And I went to the locker room and I cried, and they're really big girls, right? I don't know why they're all so big in this country. I mean, I'm big already, right? But so they're giants. And they were like, just like this. They're like, you will get over it. And if not, you're just too weak, then find a different sport. And I was like, yeah, all right. Right, that's the attitude. And until today, it's still like this. Not always, it's a smart approach, let's say as that, right? Because it can be a bit bad for the brain to spar along. We will see in a few years with me.